Hey guys, I'm in Ibiza today and I'm at the Museum of Contemporary Art in Mace. It's a beautiful building and I've just explored the actual show. I'm going to let you have a look now. I'll talk you through it. One thing I will say is it was raining, got the umbrella, and we went inside and just had a look because I love art, as you guys know, and this was a dream I would actually recommend to go to on a sunny day or not. It was such a joy, and I've came out and the sun is out now, so I hope you enjoy this video and thank you for watching. Leave likes and comments as always, and here we go.
So we're just approaching the gallery here. As you can see, it's raining. This was just before when we went in the gallery. And now I'm looking at this first artist I haven't came across before, and I really like almost watercolour / pen effect, very Quentin Blake-esque style, but done less children's illustrator, and it felt more in a kind of Louise Bourgeois haunted way. So Swedish artist called Bertil Strodberg, I'm hoping I said right, and as I said, there was a Swedish painter who painted and spent time in Ibiza, and this is all part of this Group 59 show that's shown in the Ibiza Museum Art Gallery, where they've got a collection of different artists. You can see there's more on the wall here from the work, and that was a larger one, which was very impressive in scale. Also quite haunting with the face without the face. That's what I could see with it anyway. If you've got a different view, tell me what it is in the comments. And moving on to Robert Mumford. This piece with the text I thought was beautiful. It was quite abstract, however I'm not always drawn to go into the abstract, but this one I really felt in almost like a Rothko way. It reminded me of a sunshine actually, in somebody's diary entry. And this is more of their work, and again it's got that element of it was done with tea staining or whatever, but it was actually reminding me of splatters making ray of light, and it looked like it was the sunshine it was all coming from, and these figures within the sun. It looked like an abstract form of Ibiza buildings as well, and it made me wonder if they were actually done the artwork when they were in Ibiza. So now I'm looking at an artist called Zush Evru. It was an artist in 1946 called Albert Porter, who was born in Barcelona, who adopted a nickname of Zush from 1968, and he uses this nickname until 2001, where he's then known as Evru, which he's called today. So that's why you've got the Zush / Evru, depending on which era you know the artist. This one I found really interesting. I was questioning whether it was biro on it as well as like Tepex and dots, or if it was acrylic. They said mixed media, and I was wondering if it had photography. It was just a really beautiful piece that I was just really captured by. I'm just moving on to this next piece now in the gallery, which I just really liked. And traditional sculpture torsos, I'm not like goo goo gaga for, but actually the composition of this one with the egg, the book on the kind of stat blocks, it just felt like something from the Surrealist movement, from Dali's period. From going into this part of the gallery where they had this glass floor which looks terrifying, and I will go through later on in the video, which I was very scared. You could see all this big work here going on, so it's a lot of stuff in the gallery which I didn't expect for it to be when I went into this gallery. So forgive me for my ignorance for not realising that Ibiza gallery is as big as it is. There was these beautiful watercolours here that I just loved. It was a Japanese painter method, and they were done with the splatter. And then we're going to go to this warped mirror, which I really particularly enjoyed. It was really fun to play with the camera as well, and normally I don't put myself as much in the pictures, but just for you to see how I was playing with it, and I was having actually just fun playing with my own reflection, which is by this artist here, and it just gave me a very warped view of, like, it made me think of like Narcissist and the story of narcissism, and falling into a pool, drowning, and maybe there were stones in the river and you looking very closely at yourself. I'm not sure the intention of the piece, but with this warped mirror, this is what I personally got from it, and as you can see, I'm very intrigued and really enjoying it, and just looking back at those pictures as well. And I had a lovely reading room, and then this was a really shocking surprise as well. So I saw this piece here, and as you may have captured from the actual text, it was a piece by Goya. So they had Goya, they had Picasso later on the actual exhibit as well. Okay, so this is where you can sense my hesitation of, do I step on this glass or not? I'm looking around the actual gallery space, and I can see holes within that. Walking on a glass floor is bad enough. Walking on a glass floor that's got holes going into Lord knows where, how deep down, on an old ruins of Ibiza town, with the old town, to me felt very scary, because actually a lot of Ibiza is built very much up on hills. So you think you're on one level, look over an edge, and you realise you're 20 stories down or something. You're like, oh, this is actually deep. So I'm scared of this bit here. I'm trying to show this and capture this, but yeah, it's not coming out as in the glass as deep as it looked, but it was pretty scary, I'm not going to lie. And I'm thinking, I want to see the art, how can I do this? So I just wanted to capture. I'm bravely walking over and trying to get back to the normal floor as quick as possible. At one point I do have to go over it. I don't know how that person's doing it there. It's slightly terrifying. I'm just looking up at this piece that I passed earlier, and actually the way the gallery is designed, it's lovely because you get to see work from different angles. So that was a carving of wood, and you walk around and I thought it looks kind of like people, but not. But when you're from a distance, you see it looks like 3 people in a brace. So here are some other beautiful pieces, and just going ahead and now facing, I'm going to have to do this walk. So guys, as you've probably gathered by a lot of things, I don't like heights, I don't like these kind of things. I did this to get to the Picasso, which we can see here, and that is the end, and I hope you enjoyed.